Alright, so this is the first in a new series of synth tutorials, patch demonstrations, where I'm going to actually talk and just explain what I'm doing. If you don't want to hear me talk and you want to hear sounds, then don't watch these videos, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So a bunch of people had been asking me about how to do a Reese bass with the Minilogue. So it's a really simple, very basic patch, not much to it. So I'll just start with an initial patch and walk you through the steps. And then I'll do other videos, either with the Minilogue or modular or whatever, planning on doing some that are more complex and some that are super basic like this one. So hopefully you'll get something out of it. I'm by no means an expert, but I know some shit, so I'm going to share it. And if you don't, find this interesting, then don't bother watching it. But I hope it's helpful to some of you. All right. So this is the patch. And what I'm going to do is just start with an initial patch and undo whatever I've done, and then show you how to get there. So if we just go to an init, and then the first thing I always do is shift play, which loads the panel. And now it's going to sound like what I made, kind of, except we're in poly. But I'm going to undo everything. So there we've got super basic Minilogue poly sound with the envelopes all the way open, filter all the way open, no modulation of any kind. And so first thing we're going to do is go into unison mode and then drop down to the lowest octave. You could also adjust the octaves on the oscillator, but this works just as well. And then get a little unison detune going. And that's just with the voice mod depth. You definitely want to be on sawtooth for both. And then if you want to do variations on this, obviously you can totally change the wave shapes. But for the classic kind of Reese sound, you want 2 saws. So we're already almost there. Super basic. I tend to like my Reese basses with just full decay, full sustain, full release. You can tailor it to, be shaped differently if you want a more nuanced sound. So then turn the cutoff all the way down, add some filter envelope, and you might be hearing those clicks, the famous Minilogue clicks that everyone hates. So you get rid of that, just a little attack. No more click. Wow, that was magic. Seriously, if you think the clicks make this not a good synth, just go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of hearing about it. Anyway, I like to add a little, actually before we do the cross mod, just detune the actual oscillators in addition to the voice mode, just slightly. 25 cents or so. And then I like to have key tracking on, so the high notes are a little brighter. You can also do the 2-pole instead of the 4-pole. And then I would probably back the envelope off a bit. I'm at 50% with the cutoff all the way down. Versus the 4-pole, it's a lot darker if you turn up the envelope a bit. Yeah. So then I'd go into the program edit mode and go over to, first of all, I always turn off LFO, key sync, and voice sync. I wish it defaulted to off. I mean, if you want it on, obviously you can use it, but I prefer to not have it. And then portamento is a big part of this sound, so you can adjust it to taste, you know. So you may want a longer portamento time, or just like a subtle sort of quick glide. I like it between 30 and 40, but like you could go way longer. Have one of these like. Depends on what you want to do. And then you can actually have the portamento be set to the BPM, which, you know, if you're doing dance music and you want to have stuff all synced, that could be something effective. So another thing that you can do in this edit menu is assign the slider to something besides pitch bend. So like I have it set to the LFO intensity, and if we send that to shape, you can get these kind of phaser type sounds, like here's without it, and then. So yeah, you could do that, or send it to the pitch, or whatever. So that might be another feature you'd want. Oh, I should say another thing. If you want a little cross mod in there, that could be helpful too. I like to turn it up too high and then back it off. So right around 10 o'clock is pretty good. And then a little pitch envelope, like 20 cents. Just to give it even more detune. So yeah. There's a Reese bass on the Minilogue. Hope you got something out of it. As I said, very basic patch. And you can make it with pretty much any synth that has 2 oscillators. Does not have to be a poly. The detune, the unison helps, but I mean, you could do this same patch in mono mode. It just wouldn't sound as thick. So yeah, that's that, and I'll be posting more tutorials whenever I feel like it. Thanks for listening.